The afternoon sun pressed hard on the red roof of Grace Assembly Church in Enugu. Inside the church office, the air was dense, thick with silence and shame. The ticking wall clock felt louder than normal. Amaka stood still, her eyes locked on the tiled floor. She didn't blink. She didn't speak. "You are what?" Deaconess Margaret's voice sliced through the silence. She stood up sharply, pushing her chair back with her weight. "You are pregnant?" Amaka's hand gripped the hem of her blouse. She swallowed, then whispered, "Yes, ma." There was a loud sigh. A Bible slammed shut. Deaconess Margaret paced like a lioness whose territory had been violated. "Do you want the other girls to think this is normal?" On the other side of the room, Elder Chidi, Amaka's father, sat quietly. His eyes were red, not from anger, but from the weight of disappointment and love crashing into each other. Beside him, Sister Ifeoma, Amaka's mother, held her daughter's hand. Her lips moved in silent prayer. "Let's not drag this," Elder Chidi said finally, pulling a folded paper from his pocket. "We will be stepping down, both of us, as leaders in the church." "What?" Deaconess Margaret stepped back. "My wife and I are stepping down from our roles in the church. Let the church do what it must," he said. "You are choosing your daughter over the body of Christ?" "No," he replied calmly. "I am choosing my daughter because of the body of Christ. She has made a mistake, but she is not a mistake." The news spread fast. Before they could reach their car, the gossip had started like wildfire. "That's how George Elder's daughter, oh." She didn't even deny it. Amaka kept her eyes forward. Her mother held her left hand, her father held her right. She could feel her shame wrapped around her like a second skin. Someone muttered close by, "They should drive her far." Her father opened the car door. "Get in, my daughter." Amaka climbed in and leaned against the window. Tears flowed, quiet and hot. Her mother reached back from the front seat and gently touched her knee. She said, "We will walk through this together." The baby came on a rainy Tuesday night. The storm outside matched the storm inside the tiny maternity clinic. Lightning flashed through the windows as Amaka screamed through the pain. "Mommy!" she cried, sweat pouring down her face. "I'm here, Mom," her mother whispered, holding her hand with both hands. "You are strong. You will do this. Push, madam, push." The nurse shouted. Amaka gave one final scream and collapsed back on the pillow. Then a sharp cry. "The baby!" The midwife lifted the small bundle. "It's a girl." Amaka stared, dazed. "She is mine?" "Yes," her mother whispered, smiling through tears. The nurse laid the baby on her chest. She was warm and perfect. "I want to name her Chisom," Amaka said. "God is with me." From the corner of the room, Elder Chidi wiped his eyes. "Yes, it truly is." 3 months later, Amaka sat on the veranda, baby in her hands. Her father stood beside her, holding a brown envelope. "There is a flat in Port Harcourt. I spoke to your uncle. He will help you get settled." Amaka looked up. "Why Port Harcourt?" "It's time to start afresh," she said. "We have shielded you this far, but you need space, not just from people, but to grow." She nodded slowly. "Are you sending me away?" Her mother joined in and sat beside her. "No, we are giving you peace. The church may not understand, but God is still writing your story." Amaka looked down at her baby, then at her parent. "I'll go," she said. The yellow bus eased to a stop in front of a 2-story building in Port Harcourt. Amaka stepped out, carrying a small bag and her sleeping daughter on her back. The air smelled of rain and diesel. She walked up the stairs to the flat Uncle Femi had arranged, keys trembling in her hand. Inside the house was quiet, clean, but empty. The kind of quiet that made you feel your own thoughts too loud. She sat on the mattress that had been delivered that morning, laid Chisom down gently, and let out a long sigh. The weight of the last few months hit her again. The looks, the whispers, the pain. But here, there was no church elder watching. No judgmental aunties. Just her and her baby. She stood by the window, watching the rain begin again. Suddenly, a knock on the door. She turned. Another knock. Slower this time. "Who is that?" she called, unsure. No answer. She opened the door just a crack, and her breath caught. She received the biggest shock of her life.